And as they're blocking the door, it's crushing my tires because I have to be forcefully trying to get my cart out of the door, and it's metal doors. They block the push button that opens the door automatically. Because I'm trying to squeeze past the doors, because the push button don't open the door automatically anymore. And I'm forcing my stuff through the metal doors. It's crushing my tires. So it just set me up, and I'll get taunted all the time. I'm going to be kidnapped soon under Kendall law. They say all they need is to make you angry, and under that Kendall law, you're toast. They go and lock you up. And they were locking her up under that Kendall law, and they were fondling her breast. They said because the black American male pushed the white female into the center. It's not them to bring guardrails. Everywhere in the world, they have guardrails. The name of that white man was Kendra. And they said in this country, when a black person does something wrong, they would turn it to a racial weapon against every black. They said they killed another black American like that. They said a white woman said he was whistling outside. His name was Immature. He was a 12-year-old boy from Chicago, went to Mississippi. You know, and he said because of what the white lady alleged, the whole crowd lynched this black American male. So New York is doing the same thing. It's a racial lynching. That kind of law. They said a black American male homeless pushed the white female into the train track because they don't have guardrails. You know, and like every city in the world, they invest in modern security in the subways and stuff. And because they brought this kind of law name after that one woman, that any homeless, a lot of the homeless are black, 90% or more, or so are black. So any homeless that shows signs of any kind of aggression, and even though you're not looking for trouble, they'll find your trouble. So now they're mocking on my way to the bathroom. They're hiring all these gangs, all these rappers come around me. There's one called Jim Jones that he's been issuing threats. I've seen him come around me also recently. And another one, Norway, Nega, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm like, why are these rappers coming around? Because, I always begging for money on the street. So can you please help me $1? I'm like, and it just some of them just come around like they're taunting me and stuff. And that's not necessary. I'm an African. Yeah, I know some black Americans don't like Africans. And my friend Ghana was killed while trying to help me. But that doesn't mean I should have to be killed in return as an African. I'm not less than a black American. So it's like a revenge type killing, whereby they're hiring all these gangsters to work as security guard and empty, and they're calling the police on me every time I try to use the bathroom. And the janitors are also acting like gangsters. They'll be calling the police on me in the bathroom. They say under that Kendra law, once you can say a homeless person is angry, the police can come and chase out the person to death. So now you're under arrest under Kendra law. So they said the governor gave them the authority, and the Eric Adam gave them the authority. They're going to be using that Kendra law aggressively. While I'm almost on the street, they left me on the street, they denied me shelter and everything because there's a court order from the Legal Society in the 1990s that people that are vacated like me from my home to be given hotel room. And this Eric Adams is giving hotel room to the black Americans. They're moving the black Americans out of the way. And leaving me, I've been trying to, I reached out to Eric Adams, like, please give me hotel room. Instead of giving me hotel room, he said they're going to pay the medical debt of people like me that have been locked up in a psych ward under that control law, so that there will be no more evidence. I'm like, he has no right to go and pay my medical debt. I kept, because in 2019, they went and locked me up under that kind of law. They were provoking me. They jumped me on July 20th, 2019, as Trump was doing the immigration raid. On Berry Avenue and 4th Avenue, they jumped me and locked me up in the psych ward. So I was unable to pay my medical debt, and they threatened that I wasn't going to get out of that psych ward unless I apply for Medicaid. I said, I'm not going to apply for Medicaid because this is gang extortion. And like this, George Santos is a Spanish congressman. They said some people were trying to. Somebody wrote an email to him to dupe him. They said he never even checked that email, and still they went and arrested that person for attempted fraud. My mother was killed by her daughters who failed mental illness and got her locked up in Bellevue Hospital. They never arrested the daughters, but a Spanish congressman, somebody sent him an email, George Santos. He didn't even open the email, and they arrested the person for attempting a fraud on a Spanish guy. And they said that person would spend 3 years in prison. They said this Judge Santos, the victim, didn't even show up in court. And this had the pride, the Spanish life, the white life above African life. You know, so I'm always all kinds of drama always ensues around me. So they say they're now banning carts and they just create new laws since last year, where they're now doing cards a weapon, or, just to make me crazy. They're just trying to drive me crazy because once they can drive you crazy under that kind of law, they can taser you to death. That kind of law gives the police special power. So what they're doing is to drive you crazy. I'm an African. They think I don't know what is going on. So they tell people to taunt me. They tell the black Americans to taunt me. Sometimes they punch me in my head. So under that kind of law, once they consider you crazy, it gives the police power to put you in custody, use excessive force. So they're just trying to get me killed. That kind of law is a disguise. It's a racialized genocidal law. They always have laws, Jim Crow type laws, to revenge. Anytime a white person gets killed by a black person, to send fear into the hearts of blacks that don't even think about revenging against whites for slavery and racism. So this counter law, my mother was arrested so many times under that counter law. He had a heart attack. I said they'll be fondling her breast. I said now you're on psych lockup. Now you're trying to be dancing fondling her breast. And her brothers joined in and told the hospital lock her up. They were taunting her, but I left Florida. My mother died a horrible death. So please, world, they need to stop using their laws to kidnap people and put us in the psych ward. America is kidnapping foreigners under that kind of law. They are telling some of the subway workers to abuse me, call the police on me. So once they can make you angry under that kind of law, the police can come with a taser. Even when I got to use the bathroom in the Port Authority last year, the police will kick the door open, boom. So what are you doing in the bathroom? Do you have a gun here? Are you? So the police are out of control on 42nd Street, and they believe they can kill anybody under that kind of law and say you're crazy, you are a disturbance. So FIFA don't bring the work up here. They are hunting Africans down like it's another slavery. Their police are kicking the door open on me in the bathroom, watching me naked under that kind of law. So they can make you angry, they can kidnap you under that kind of law. It's an abusive law, and that has to change. So please, world, my life is under threat. I'm in the subway system. If anything happens to me, it was a planned attack. And they've been telling me I'm going to be kidnapped soon under that kind of law. I'm going to be put in a room, no TV, nothing, and I'm going to suffer. And they're going to do whatever they like to. And also I think and they've been telling women to be rubbing their body parts on me. So they're going to take my sperm and give it to people to produce children. So because they said dead people tell no tale. So please, world, I'm a transsexual. My mother was killed. Our daughters locked her up in a psych ward here in America. Our daughters were born in America, and they're abusing us foreigners. So please, world, this is my cry for help. Please, if anything happens to me, the police arrest me. It was a setup. It was a, it was a setup. I've lived all over the world. I don't look. I'm not a violent person. I don't look to engage in violence against people. But they're deliberately trying to kidnap me under that kind of law. This has to be investigated as a gang assault. I should be able to use the bathroom without being taunted and without being called bro. They're calling me bro in the bathroom. I tell them I'm not a bro. I'm a female. Respect me. Don't try to emasculate me. That's the Gender Motivated Violence Act. Said it's against the law to try to force a gay person to become straight. It's a crime. So I believe they want to kill me and give my sperm to women. Say I was a straight person that was just couldn't find any woman, and now that I'm dead, they want to give my son to women to produce it. It's an attempted fraud and extortion. And if it's a Spanish congressman that somebody tried to do, they helped them arrest that person, even though he didn't show up in court, and put that person in prison. So they need to arrest these people for attempted extortion. They hope to kidnap me and then kill me and give my sperm to women to produce children. I think it's what it's about. And they can arrest them now. For anybody that bothers me to be arrested as an attempted extortionist. So they're telling people to taunt me in the bathroom. I was in the bathroom and said somebody shout asshole. They call me asshole. As they say, it's one of the racist ways they abuse Africans. So please, and the police is not helping me. Their mayor is also saying they should be using that kind of law to attack homeless. So I believe this is a gang related. They said that Eric Adams also was arrested as a child, that he was pimping a prostitute and beat her up for money. So he's gone to prison for something similar, and I believe it's with